feeling a little bit under the weather. And tell me, Jenny, when else have you made a painting?
Well, it's been a long time, and I just wanted to sleep and play in it. But most likely, I just do homework.
Okay. And Jenny, when was the last time you went to the?
For my mom.
Oh, okay. Did she give you a list?
Well, yeah.
And do you normally, how do you pay, with card or with cash?
Normally from her she pay with card, but to me I pay with money. I pay with money.
Yeah. And when was the last time you've been to the library?
Very far, so I've been never.
Oh, okay. And tell me, Jenny, what are you going to do this weekend?
Well, basically just I have one more homework and then I will be done. And yeah.
Okay. And are you going to do anything on Saturday of your relatives?
No.
Right. And will you be helping your mom cooking on the weekend?
Well, sure, if she did wake up early because most likely
Somebody done something wrong this week in class?
yeah, sure. We got a class clown.
Ooh, who's the class clown?
Bunny accidentally told coat. So coat, yeah, with coats with dark fur colors. They thought the fur colors came from coyotes, but they were wrong. When they found out, they quickly stopped selling the coats and gave people their money back. They didn't have to do this. It isn't against the law to sell coats made from dogs, but some people think it should be.
So what do you think? Should dog fur coats be against the law, Jenny?
Yeah,
And why do you say that?
because I feel bad for the dog.
Okay. Apart from feeling bad, give me two other reasons why.
Well, it's because that sometimes company will be not very looking at the dogs and what they will feel like on the day. Sometimes they will have lines, but some company don't know. Sometimes the furs, well, not very actually the fur color is not very tucked in, and sometimes it's good tucked out.
Okay, valid point you're making. So let's say you're at the what is a department store, Jenny?
Department store is like, well, is it like an apartment but you have a store?
So department means like a grocery store. It's got different sections of selling things. Okay. And you see lots of things you like, but there's one coat that you have to have. After a long talk with your mother, she agrees to help you buy it. What does it mean to be thrilled?
Like you're super happy.
Yes. There's only one problem. When you get home, you discover. What does it mean to discover something?
You found out, or yeah.
Yes. When you get home, you discover that the coat's really warm and snuggly collar is made out of the dog fur. What do? Recently, lots of people have faced this situation. One company accidentally sold coats with dog fur collars. What is a collar?
Color is kind of most like there's a difference. When this pet is like a very round and tucked in, it's half colorful. But for human, it's like just seal, and those rectangle pointed out too in front of our neck. I don't know how to explain this, but I know.
Okay. And then fur collars came from coyotes, but they were and what? Who do we refer to as coyotes?
Coyotes is almost, it's kind of like a dog, but it can laugh. It can laugh.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And So coyotes are strange people, but they were wrong. When they found out, they quickly stopped selling the coats and gave people their money back. They didn't have to do this. It is against the law to sell coats made from dogs. But some people think it should be. So it isn't against the law. Okay. So what other people are saying? What do you think? Should dog fur coats be against the law? So some people say yes. Can you read for us why they say yes?
Of course, it should be against the law. A dog is not a wild animal, a dog is a pet. In many homes, dogs are like members of family. They make good companions and they are loyal to humans. They should be treated with respect. Plus, the way the dogs are killed is horrible. They are suffocated or drowned. Wearing dog fur is totally wrong.
Mm-hmm. What does it mean to they are suffocated or drowned? What does it mean to be suffocated?
You can't breathe and there's like you got choked. It's kind of like that.
There we go. Yes. And then what does it mean you got drowned?
The drown is kind of like you. It's almost like you can't swim and you can't get the edge to get out. So you just over there flapping your out and saying help, and then you can't breathe because water get into your lungs, mouth.
Well said. And then dog's not a wild animal. A dog is a pet in many houses. Dogs are members of family. What does it mean to be a good companion?
Like is a good partner is always stick to your side like gum and always fill you with love. It's kind of like that.
Yes, well done. And what does it mean to be loyal?
Is you always respect and nice like that.
Yes, well done. Okay. And they should be treated with respect, plus the way the dogs are killed is horrible. Okay, so we know those. Now, let's have a look at why people say no, should dog fur coats be against the law? They say no. Can you read for us that?
What's the difference between a dog and any other animal? People wear coats made from foxes. They wear snakeskin boots. And people eat all sorts of animals. Why not use a dog to make a coat? It's ridiculous to say it's okay to kill one animal and not another. Anyway, a lot of dog fur comes from China, where most dogs aren't pets. Oh,
Ah. So what does it mean if something is ridiculous?
like it's like it's funny and it's not very like dumb. It's kind of like okay, how can I explain? I know it, but I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, you know. So if something is ridiculous, it's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Right. And do you have any snake skin boots, Jenny?
Well, my mom have a clothes that have a skin of a jaguar. But I don't know.
Okay. And do you think dog fur comes from China?
Well, it depends.
Mm-hmm. Or depends on what?
Depends on the country and the law.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now moving on to the next one. Okay, so we were not going to write an email. So write an email message to your senator explaining. So you're going to explain to me why dog fur coats should be outlawed, or why they should be kept legal. Okay, so you're going to basically out. Do you know what means outlawed?
Well, it's like it's not in the law.
Yeah. So meaning that
Illegal.
so yeah, it's been it's basically outcasted. So why coach should be outlawed, okay, or why they should be kept legal. So outlaw meaning that it isn't illegal, and why they should be kept legal. So you're gonna do both, okay. But for each one, I want you to give me 3 reasons and 3 examples. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Right, so you can start.
So I'm gonna do explain the yes part is that the first reason I think is dog is supposed to be the main reason is we have a companion.
Okay, perfect.
Um, the second one is I think that dogs always saw us as saw us as the boss, and sometimes they will follow you. And the third one is dogs can smell cancer because I saw that from TikTok.
They can. My dog can do it.
Oh, so does it ever happen?
Yeah, she smelled cancer on my dad. And
Wow,
my yeah, and then he went to the doctor and the doctor told him yes, he's got skin cancer.
that is sad.
Oh, it's okay. At least he know. And he didn't wait a long time.
Huh. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the third reason.
Okay. So now, so outlawed, okay, also Jenny, is means outlawed means is make something illegal. So fur coat should be illegal to wear. Okay. So just another reason for outlaw. And okay, why do you think is okay? So those are the reasons they should be kept legal, right? That you mentioned, the three.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, why do you think? Can you give me three reasons how they could be kept legal? What can the country do to keep it legal?
What is that? Animals are just animals, so it's like the circle of life. So doesn't that mean that dogs is also made of meat, so we can eat it? It's dependent country though actually. And this side we could actually make them with dog fur if it isn't like we already did it to other animal.
Yes. Okay, well said. Thanks, Jenny, on that. Now, moving on to the next one. Should boxing be banned? What do you think, in your opinion?
Well, maybe it's both yes and no. I mean, like, yes, it could be fun and entertaining. You could win, you get the prize, you get the money. But it's also kind of sad if people got to the hospital or the coma just because of that.
Mm-hmm. And would you ever consider doing boxing?
No.
Right. So, some people say boxing is too dangerous. Others say it is not. It's no different from any other sport. What do you think? So, can you read for us the article?
Boxing is one of a kind sport. It's an exciting physically challenging test of endurance in a spectacular one-on-one competition. Boxing is also a major money maker. Some boxers make 10 million for just one fight. And television stations in arena owners make even more. Why? Lots of people love boxing and they're willing to pay big money to see it. But recently, some people have tried to make boxing illegal. They say that boxing is much too dangerous in that it leads to terrible injuries like brain damage and paralysis.
Paralysis. Paralysis.
Paralysis. They also say boxing desensitive, desensitive, desensitive,
Desensitizes.
what, desensitizes
Yes,
okay,
people.
to violence by during fighting into a sport. But other people say that the government should not make boxing illegal. They say that if two people want to box, then no one should be able to stand in the way.
So, what do you think? Should boxing be banned? Okay, let's see. Why are some people saying yes? You read that for us.
Ban boxing for good is just too dangerous. Ex-Invader Holyfield made Tyson bit off a piece of his ear in a boxing match. And what about General McClellan? This former boxing champ was beaten into a coma at the age of 27. Now he is brain damaged and blind. Dog fights and rooster fights are illegal in America. It's about time we stop human fights too.
Right. Can you read for us why some people say no?
Boxing may be risky, but this is a free country. If people want to step into a boxing ring, no one should stop them. Besides, more people are hurt or killed every year in other sports, including football and auto racing. No one's trying to ban those sports. If you don't like boxing, don't watch it, but don't ban it.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of these vocabulary words. So boxing is one kind of sport. It is exciting, physically challenging, and test of endurance. What are endurance?
It's kind of like we can endure that.
What does it mean to endure that?
It's like we can like when you toner get bit off and you try your best to be okay and fine so people cannot feel worried for you. You cannot like that.
So like an experience.
Yeah.
Perfect. And a what does it mean if something is spectacular?
It's fantastic.
Yes, one-on-one competition. Boxing is also a major money maker. Some boxers make $10 million for just one fight. What do you think about the $10 million for one fight? Is it a lot of money?
Yeah.
It kind of is. And television stations and arena owners. What is an arena?
Arena? I don't know.
It's where the people who fight. It's the place where they fight. That's called the arena. Okay. Owners make even more. Why lots of people love boxing and they're willing to pay big money to see it. But recently, some people have tried to make boxing illegal. They say that boxing is much too dangerous as that it leads to terrible injuries like brain damage and paralysis. What is paralysis?
You can't move. You just stay there.
Yeah, you're paralyzed. Yes. And then they also say boxing desensitizes people. What does it mean to desensitize?
It's pulling people to violence.
Yeah. Say again, Jenny.
It's kind of like pulling people into the violence.
If something is desensitized, so sensitized means something is sensitive. Sensitized is if something is less sensitive. Okay. So that's what people are not really, they don't care.
Okay.
And then fighting in a sport, but other people say that the government should make boxing illegal. They say that if two people want to box, then no one should be able to stand in the way. Do you think this is right or not?
I mean, like, it's not.
Right. So, yes, ban boxing for good is just too dangerous. Ask Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson bit off a piece of his ear in a boxing match. Oh, have you ever seen someone biting off someone else's ear?
No, but I see that on a movie.
Ooh. And then, and what about Gerald McLaughlin? The former boxing champ was beaten into a coma. What does it mean to be beaten into a coma?
It's like we got beat and then we have a terrible injury that leads us to be paralysis and in the coma.
Yes. And now he's brain damaged and blind. So what does it mean to be brain damaged?
Like our brain has got damage.
Yes. Dog fights and rooster fights are illegal in America. It's about time we stop human fights too. Do you think they should stop human fights?
You mean like we should fight at the right place because, well, we will look like a maniac if we just do it randomly for fun.
True. right? And boxing may be risky. What does it mean if something is risky?
Well, how can I explain this? It's like we could easily take off our own life, and it's kind of like easily. I don't know how to explain this.
If something is risky, can it be troublesome?
Yeah, it's like very bad.
Yeah. If people want to step into a boxing ring, no one should stop them. Besides, more people are hurt or killed every year in other sports, including football and auto racing. No one's trying to ban those sports. If you don't like boxing, don't watch it, but don't ban it. So, what do you think, Jenny? Should boxing be banned or not?
I mean, like, sure, they should ban.
Okay, so what you are doing, you are going to tell me why boxing. Give me 5 reasons and examples of why boxing should be banned. Okay,
Okay.
are you ready?
Okay. So first one is that just boxing is a risky time of our life. Is the first one. The second one is, well, even though we got the prize, doesn't mean our health will also be happy with us. It's not all the same. If you got a prize, your body will feel bad. But if your body feel good, you won't get the prize. It's kind of risky life. And the third one is you can end up losing your life because of boxing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the fourth one is um people will feel scared of you. It's depends though.
They will fear you if you do boxing. And then would they want to be your friend?
Well, if you are famous, but if you lose, then you will be a loser anyway.
Fine. And then the last thing?
The last one is that um you could your family is also gonna watch that, so does your friend. So just watching you just punching and kicking the life of that person is supposedly your victim. It's like your parents could look that, and then somehow they could be like, why would we have this kid? Or if you even lose, they will feel bad for you even more, and then they will just yapping about why you shouldn't do this and that and why is it so bad, and then you have to hear that all days.
Right. And then in conclusion?
The in conclusion is we shouldn't do boxing.
Right. Perfect. Well done, Jenny. And now, Jenny, I want to know if someone had to ask you to, for example, to say you have to say that we have to ban boxing. Okay. Now you're gonna think of 5 reasons why we need to ban boxing. Are you ready for that?
Okay.
Guys, and that's the opposite. So you're gonna refute it. Okay, the same 5 reasons, examples. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah, you can do
So
this.
boxing is a fun way to people could know how we how we can stop bad people from getting to you. That's kind of like that. And the second one is we can know which move to fight the people when you are in a bad place. The third one is the third one is oh well, it's like the third one, if you win, then people could go swarm over you, and then they will be your friend, and you have very a lot of friends. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. The fourth one is um if you got injured, then that is okay because you have someone to help you and then take care of you. It's like you're just a little kid. It's almost like that. And the fifth one is if you if you win but you got injured, then people will feel glad, but they also try their best to not to make you angry or anything that feel you making you annoyed. Is that like that?
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jenny. That was really good. And in conclusion?
The in conclusion is I think boxing is fine.
Okay. So, based on what I said, in conclusion, therefore, boxing should not be banned and it should be a fun sport.
Okay.
There we go, because we want to give it more depth in there. Well done, Jenny. That was really good. Now, do police belong in schools? Have you ever seen the police in your school?
Well, on a few times in a year, but not like always.
Yes. Okay. And do you guys have cameras in your school?
Yeah.
And are the cameras everywhere?
Well, sure, but not in the class or not in the hallway. Well, yeah, we have a few, but not off the hallway.
Hi. So let's see. Trouble in schools. Some say the police are the answer. What do you think? Do you think the police will help with trouble in school?
Well, sure, but sometimes they could misunderstand too.
Uh huh. Yes. Okay, so let's find out. Okay, so can you read for us the article?
As police officers around the country have a new beat. It's called public school. Countries in more than 40 states now have police officers patrolling their school around grounds. It's one of many ways schools are trying to stop violence, but the presence of cops in schools is causing controversy. People in favor of police officers in schools say the cops prevent violence. A kid is less likely to start a fight if a police officer is there, and if there's an emergency, there's someone there who is trained to handle it. Also, people think having a police officer around make kids feel safer, but other people think having cops in school is a terrible idea. They say it will make kids feel like school is a dangerous place. They also claim that police officer will make kids feel like they're in prison. Oh,
Okay, so let's see. What do you think? Should we have cops in our schools? So can you read for us why are some people saying yes?
as public schools aren't what they used to be, there's a lot of violence now. If having police officer in the schools puts an end to that, then they should be in every school. Besides, we've been taught our whole lives that police officers are our friends. Why shouldn't they be our friends in school as well?
Mm-hmm. Valid point. And why are some people saying no?
Are you kidding? Just because a few school hallways are little rowdy at times, that doesn't mean we need police guarding the place. Police make students feel uncomfortable too. School is a place to grow and learn how to think. You don't need armed guards to help you do that.
Yes, to help you do that. Now, let's quickly break down some of these words. So, police officers around the country have a new beat. What is a beat?
A new idea?
New idea, yeah, or something new to do, right? It's called public school.
Oh,
Counties in more than 40 states now have police officers patrolling. What does it mean to patrol?
guarding.
Party or walking?
Guarding is like,
Party,
yeah,
yes. Patrolling, well done. The school grounds. It is one of the many ways schools are trying to stop violence. But the presence of the cops in schools is causing controversy. What is controversy?
is everyone is causing everyone. It's like that.
Say again. Controversy. What's the meaning of controversy?
I don't know.
Okay. Have you ever heard of something being controversial?
Well, I don't know how to explain though.
Mm-hmm. Um, if you had to, let me see here. So if something is controversial, okay, does it mean people are arguing about it? They're having a debate about it?
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. If something's controversial, they can't agree with something, so they need to debate it. They have a disagreement, okay, or they have a dispute about something. People in favor of police officers in schools say the cops prevent violence. A kid is less likely to start a fight if a police officer is there. And there's an emergency, there is someone there who trained it well. Also, people think having a police officer around makes kids feel safer. Do you feel safer if the police are around?
no,
Do you feel safer if the police are are on the school grounds?
no.
Mm. And why not? Why don't you feel safe?
That's just make me uncomfortable. It's like every time I just look one of them, they just look at me like hard.
Okay, but other people, but other people think having cops in schools is a terrible idea. They say it will make kids feel like school is a dangerous place. Do you agree with that?
Sure,
Does the cops make the school feel like a dangerous place?
it depends which person idea and opinion, but I think yeah.
Hmm. Okay. They also claim that the police officers will make kids feel like they are in prison. Do you think kids will feel in prison if the cops are at school?
No, but we could joke it around if the cop is if the police officers is well very dumb about their job and well yeah they take their job seriously so we can joke that we are in prison.
Yes. Okay. Um. They also claim that the police officers will make kids feel like they are in prison. What do you think? Should we have cops in our schools, Jenny? What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
And why? Give me three reasons why.
Well, the first one is kids will feel uncomfortable. The second one is well, some of the cops are very dumb and they take their job seriously. So that's mean it's like they sometimes can misunderstand what the kids are doing. Then they will make the kid feel more unsafe about their school. And the third one is when the kids walk around the guard or the police, they will just like avoid that place though actually.
Yes, indeed. Okay. So public schools aren't what they used to be. There's a lot of violence now. If having police officers in a school puts an end to that. So do you believe what this person is saying that it will reduce or it will prevent violence happening in school if the police are around?
Um yeah, I guess.
Hmm. So, besides, we've been told our whole lives that police officers are our friends. Do you believe in this? They are our friends.
I mean like sure if they are nice.
Yeah. But would you say that police coming to your school, they are nice?
Well, sure, I think they're nice, but I will still avoid that place too.
Right? Now, are you kidding? Just because of these schools' hallways, what is a hallway in a school?
Like it's a very long place. It's like it's also mean we can a place to could do activity like running around, but it's a very long walk.
Yes. And what is a rowdy?
Already is like it's it's kind of like how we say this. Just do stuff that isn't stuff. It's kind of like punching and doing violence and then doing things and that just annoy people.
Yes. And is a rowdy a fight?
Sure, it's like that.
Yes, definitely. It doesn't mean we need police guarding the place. Police make students feel uncomfortable Do you feel like students are feeling uncomfortable with policemen?
Well, sure, my friend is uncomfortable around them.
Hmm. And schools is a place to grow and learn how to think. You don't need armed guards to help you with that. Do you agree with that?
Sure.
Right. So, Jenny, now let's have a look at this one. Would you feel safer if there were police in your school?
What I do would feel safer if there are police in school. If some of the day we got in a very trouble place, it's like when people almost punch us, but don't worry, there's a police, so we are safe.
Okay. And what do you think your friends would think about policemen at school?
It depends on them actually. They'll feel uncomfortable and avoid them, or they will feel fine and decide them as friends. I know why. And some of them just feel like we need to avoid them as possible. And I did remember when my friend got I like the guards, like the police officer and them, and then just made eye contact just a little bit minute, and then she just freaked out. I don't know why.
Right. And do you feel? But do you think, apart from the students, do you think you would feel safer if the police were at school every day?
Yeah, but I would still feel uncomfortable when they just look at me.
Definitely. Well done, Jenny. That was really good. Okay, so Jenny, for homework, okay, you are going to refute and support feeling safer. Having police at school makes you feel safer. So tell me, Jenny, did you enjoy our session today?
Yeah.
You did great. Well done, Jenny. You're going to do that for homework, and then I'll see you on Sunday.
Goodbye. Have great days.
Feel better. Bye, Jenny.
Bye bye.